Hi guys, I'm a mother with a baby who has been very colicky kind of since birth, some reflux, and she has FIs, some eczema. Been to a lot of doctors, different doctors for her, uh, various pediatricians, most of them which were seldom able to help me. I used some homeopathy for her that worked with limited capacity. Finally, after about, you could say, 6 months of just, going to various different places for help, I found out that the way that we could be helped is the gut and psychology syndrome diet for me and her. My baby's exclusively breastfed, and there's a different protocol for helping reflux and colicky babies who are formula fed and breastfed. So I'll be following the latter. I believe that there are a lot of people out there parents who don't really have as much information as to the key reason why their baby has reflux and colic. So I just wanted to reach out to them and kind of share the information that I've kind of gathered over time. One of the things that's really helped me in my journey is kind of adopting a more of a functional medicine approach rather than a conventional one. I feel that the former actually points out the root causes of your problems, and the latter just addresses the symptoms. So yeah, I think that if you could classify this book into any category of medicine, it would be functional medicine and or diet therapy. Okay, so genetics versus epigenetics. Many people, anytime there's an issue or your child has an issue, can come to you and say, okay, oh, that's just genetic, and oh, your baby has reflux because it's genetic, and basically the cards are laid out for you and that's just your fate. But nowadays there's a paradigm shift going on, and we're learning that epigenetics, which basically means above genetics, is actually more important and significant than genetics, which basically means that the environment is basically the composer or the director of the movie, which is your health condition. You could say like your health condition is the movie, and the environment is the director of that movie, which basically informally in some is what epigenetics implies to. You could also compare genetics to musical notes. For instance, if a trombone plays that note, comparing to, for example, a piano playing that note, there's a big difference. So genetics are basically the notes, and the environment determines which instrument is going to be playing that note. So that's kind of the idea behind epigenetics as well. So Dr. Natasha reveals that our microbiome, which I think is the genes or DNA of all the microbes in our gut, is the most important aspect to our digestion and our health in general, in fact. So we're basically not only made of human cells but also bacteria cells. And when those bacteria cells are out of balance, that's when many different health conditions can occur. So there's beneficial microbiota and opportunistic microbiota. Microbiota is basically bacteria, or not just bacteria but different microbial species, which could include fungus like candida, and bacterioids, proteus species, etc. So in a damaged gut, the beneficial microbiota are harmed and less in number, and there's a lot of opportunistic microbiota there's basically an overgrowth of the opportunistic microbiota, and this condition basically means that our gut is in dysbiosis. There's imbalance in our gut, and which causes parasitic overgrowth and intestinal permeability. Intestinal permeability basically means that our gut is leaky. So when we eat, the undigested food particles basically leak out of our gut and can cause damage to the rest of our body. And